Callum Simpson, 10-0, 8 KOs. Tell us a little bit about yourself. A lot of people say you're the best kept secret in boxing. People that know you speak highly of you. They say you're going to go all the way, but no one really knows who you are yet. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so like I said, the best unkept secret, but like I said, the secret's out now. And I'm glad that I'm on a stage now where people can see me and I can, like I say, kind of show off my skill and everything. Like I've been boxing since I was 9 years old. Started off at Barnsley. Obviously I'm from Barnsley. Started off at Barnsley Star. Had about 53 amateur fights. I've had 10 pro fights now. Signed with Kevin just over a year ago. I had 7 fights with him. Won them all by stoppage, 5 in the first round, and then yeah. So I've been fighting for 17 years. I've been a boxer. Yeah, so 26 now, and finally it's now hard work, a long time coming. I'm on a, like I said, I've got back in a boxer behind me, Sky Sports. Yeah, we're looking to go all the way, man. Yeah, so yeah. Buzzing to be here, excited to be here.
Yeah, well, a lot of the boxer team have been speaking very highly of you and saying, listen, this guy can fight. You've got to check him out. So obviously, working on this show, I thought, yeah, I've not heard of this guy. I'm gonna have to check him out. Looked at you, 10-0, 8 KOs, must be out of fight. Went through a couple of your fights on YouTube. I was like, wow. And you know the thing that caught my eye more than anything else was the way that you fought. You reminded me of a very famous fight, probably the best fight this country's ever produced, in Joe Calzaghe. Did he have any influence on you growing up as a young child, or because there's similarities there of you and him, like there, you know?
I wouldn't really say it's like an influence on me as I was growing up. I think I didn't really know about Calzaghe until someone came up to me after I fought when I was about 14 years old, and they said, oh, you remind me of Joe Calzaghe, like you're a good boxer. And it's only then when I actually YouTubed it and looked into it, and I thought, yeah, I've got a few aspects of my style that are similar to that, but I think I've got a little bit of a lot of different boxers, to be honest, that I like. I like like your Tommy Hearns, your Sugar Ray Leonard, little Bolo punch, stuff like that, and I like to, once I get into my zone, into my rhythm, I just feel like a certain way, and I feel like I can do whatever I want, you know, when you're in that zone. So that's when I'm most relaxed. That's when I box the best.
Yes, I was watching you, and I said, like, this is not about you as a person, but you as a boxer. I'm going, you've got there's a little bit of cockiness there, there's a little bit of arrogance there, and there's a lot of talent there, and it's like, you know, combine all those together, and that's what I say, Joe had all those traits as well, all those traits as well. And I was looking at you on the hand, and you're like hands low, and you're popping the shots, you're feinting, your boxing IQ and your judgment of distance is really impressive for a guy that's only, you know, sort of like in the beginning stages of his career. I'm like, wow, this kid seems to have it all there. And then you get inside, you throw those clusters of punches, you work the uppercuts. There was a lot of similarities that I saw there where I go like, and it's funny you say, you know, you didn't know about him until you sort of had those foundations, because people would think that you've actually studied him. And it is very, very impressive stuff. Like, you know, like you ooze that confidence. That's what I've seen in your performances. Yeah,
you've got to be confident. If you don't believe in yourself, then who's going to believe in you? And it's like I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be wanting to sign with BOXXER, Sky. I wouldn't be in the sport if I didn't believe in myself. If I didn't believe I could perform and go all the way. I won't waste my time. It's hard enough. Never mind if you don't believe in yourself.
Yeah. Listen, you've got that opportunity now. Massive platform. Sky Sports, Saturday night. Does that put any pressure on you because of, like, you know, the hype that's, you know, buzzing around you at the moment? You know, does that put any pressure on you, or are you the type of fighter that feeds off that pressure? Yeah,
I'd like to think I feed off the pressure. Like I said in the press conference, like no pressure, no diamonds. If you don't go for any kind of pressure or stress in life, then what's the point in living? There's nothing comes out of like easy situations. You know what I mean? So yeah, the more pressure, the more I feel like I'm going to strive off it. And if anything, I put pressure on myself. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. Like I know whether it's like good or bad. I know my ability. I believe in myself. I know how hard I train. I know what I'm doing in spar. I know what I'm doing in the gym. So everyone can say what they want. Like I say, I know what I'm going to deliver on the night.
Tell us about you. Tell us about yourself. How you got into boxing? Like, where did it all start? How did the journey begin?
So yeah, I got into boxing. I used to play football when I was like between like 5 and 8, and I was never any good. But my dad became the manager of the football team, and you know what it is that when the dad's the manager of the football team, I used to get like stick off him all the time. So one day I was like, listen, I'm done. I'm not playing football no more. And then my dad used to box a little bit when he was younger, so I asked him to take him to his boxing gym. And I can remember the first gym he took me to. And I can remember like, you know, this, when you're going to the gym and you're probably like 9 years old, you know, that smell and like everyone's like, you know, that noise and like you can, there's that smell, even like you think it brings it back. But yeah, so I started when I was 9. I had 53 amateur fights, won a few regional titles at like super middle, light heavy. Like I said, I've not been like an Olympian like Fraser and a few of us on the card, but yeah, like I said, I paid my dues in boxing, amateur. I had 53. I moved to a gym in Batley when I was about 5 years ago now, so I've been with Mark Haley now for about 5 years, turned pro, but I had my last few amateur fights with him. I boxed out of Barnsley Star, but trained with him, and then since then I've had 10 pro fights, won them all, 8 stoppage, 5 in the first round. You know, I'm trying to make a statement, I'm trying to make a name for myself, and it's worked, and this is where we are now. This is, for me, it's not, this isn't like, oh, I've got into boxing now, yeah, hard work's done now. No, this is the next chapter. Now the hard work starts again, and we keep going. We've got more goals to accomplish.
Yeah, it's like the apprenticeship is done now.
Yeah.
It's time to get that development going, looking for title shots. You mentioned football there, Callum. I know you're a big Barnsley fan, and you've done a walk-on on the pitch last week, is that right?
On Tuesday, yeah.
And they're not playing this Saturday.
That's it,
Game's been postponed, and 10 of the players are coming, right?
Yeah, I think 10 of the players are coming ringside, and there's a few of the staff as well that are coming. I think they said it got, obviously, there was a lot, there was and ahhing if they could make it or not, because obviously I think the kickoff was at like 3 o'clock, and it would have been tight getting here depending on what time it was on. And then I found out the game was actually postponed, and they said it was because Ipswich players, they've got been drawn internationally, but I think really they wanted to come watch my fight instead. I think that's what it was. So yeah, like loads of the players have come on board, come to the fight. Like some of the staff there, and then obviously a lot of the fans have messaged me saying, "No, we weren't going to come, but now we've seen Barnsley out playing. We're going to come over." So yeah, there's a few hundred coming over from Barnsley, like South Yorkshire way. Yeah. So
what would it mean to you to box at the stadium one day? Would that be a dream?
That'd be absolutely unbelievable, mate. Like, do you know, like growing up in your own town, you see. Like obviously, like you see your stadium and you always think like, oh, imagine there, like imagine this. And I've been to like Josh Wharton's when he's fought at Ellen Road, and I've been to like, you know, Kelbrook boxed Bramall Lane. It's just one of the things like no matter what town or city you're from, it's just like it's local to you. And when I went on the pitch on Tuesday, I went in October as well. And I walked onto the pitch and I was looking around and I was like, I can imagine walking out here, massive ring in the middle. And when I speak about it, I get excited about it. I speak to all like the Barnsley fans and I get excited about it because it's something that's not even like make believe. It's something that can happen, and hopefully it will happen. There's a good chance it's going to happen. All I need to do is keep doing what I'm doing, get all the Barnsley fans behind me, and we'll bring a big title fight to Oakwell.
Listen, Saturday night, you're going to have that big audience. You're going to showcase your skills. It goes well. You win in style. What do you think's the roadmap for you? Like, where do you see yourself in, say, like 12 months' time? Because it's not like you're having your first fight. You're going into your 11th fight now. So, like I said, you've done the apprenticeship. You're at that stage now where you'll be knocking on for titles soon. I mean, you looked at anyone in your division and thought, I fancy that, like the English champion, British champion. Where do you see yourself?
Yeah, so the next 12 months, I want the English at least. I want to be an English champion. By the end of this year, I want to be English champion. Looking mandatory for the British Commonwealth, 100%. Like I said, I've even though people are saying, I've seen people on social media, I like this, look at this new guy, It's like, yeah, I'm new to Sky or boxer, but I've been here, I've been doing it for 17 years, I've been doing it most of my life, do you know what I mean? So like I said, I know how well I'm doing in sparring. I've been sparring top names for years since I was like a young teenager, and I know like I know where I'm at. Like I said, I've been sparring Beterbiev, I know what level I'm at, and I know that.
Talk to me about that, Beterbiev. I mean, you threw that name out there, and we have to talk about that. We just see him defeating Anthony Yard in an absolute classic. How strong is he? How hard can he hit? How good is he? And do you think he can beat Dimitri Bivol?
Yeah, but everything that anyone thinks about Beterbiev, how hard he hits, is true. Like, honestly, I've not been hit by anyone as hard as him, like, ever. Like, no, from when I was young, and I was sparred like cruiserweights, heavyweights, sub-middles, it hits very hard, which is good for that. I got caught with some big shots, but no, I would never pause, never put down anything like that. You just felt like the foot of him. And I think that if anyone can beat him, it would be Bivol, but I don't see it happening. Honestly, like as good as Bivol is, as a boxer he is, Artur's also a good boxer, and I think that because he's that strong and he punches that hard, he's not actually had to show as much of his boxing as people would have liked to see.
Sure. I mean, tell us now. Let's get back to you. Saturday night, it's your big opportunity on Sky Sports. Give us a prediction. How's it going to go?
Prediction. Obviously, any boxer would be lying if they said they didn't want a knockout. You know, we all want a stoppage or a knockout, and I think I've got enough about me to be able to deliver that. Obviously, Neves is a I've seen him fight Felix Cash, took in the distance, Cash threw the kitchen sink at him, couldn't get him out of there. It was tough, but I feel like I think that there's levels to this, and I've got enough to make that happen.
There's that indicator. Felix Cash is a great fighter. He went 8 rounds with Felix Cash just recently. If you can do it inside that, then you're making a statement, right?
Well, it shows, yeah, exactly. That's it.
Brilliant. Callum, best of luck Saturday night,
Thank
mate.
you very much. Cheers, mate.